You're not just washing your clothes wrong, you're aging them, fading them, and in ways you didn't know, poisoning your home. What if I told you that every load of laundry you've done in the past 20 years has been quietly wearing down your wardrobe and costing you hundreds, maybe thousands without you realizing? I used to think fabric softener made things cleaner. That fresh smell, safe, that lint, normal. But then, I discovered something. In Japan, where homes are half the size, machines use less water, and yet, somehow, clothes last longer, feel softer, and smell like the forest after rain. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 Japanese laundry techniques that don't just save money. They preserve your clothes, your health, and your peace of mind. And it all starts with a black t-shirt, a bowl of salt water, and a question: what if everything you were taught about laundry was wrong? Let's find out. Mary had no idea her laundry routine was costing her hundreds of dollars a year. For over 2 decades, she'd washed her clothes the way she was taught: hot water, strong detergent, fabric softener, and always the dryer. But over the years, she noticed something. Her favorite sweater? Faded. Her husband's shirts? Fraying at the collar. The towels? Stiff and sour smelling just 2 days after a wash. And it wasn't just Mary. It's happening in homes across America. Here's the truth. Fabric softeners clog your clothes with waxy residue. Dryer sheets coat them in chemicals linked to hormone disruption. High heat cycles wear down fibers at an alarming rate. Most of us were taught to clean with intensity. More soap, more heat, more time. But intensity isn't efficiency, it's damage. In fact, the average American household replaces 60% more garments per year than homes in Japan. We also spend nearly 40% more on laundry-related energy bills. And it's not just about money. Many of the fresh scents we've come to associate with cleanliness, they're synthetic aldehydes, chemicals that linger in the air, on your skin, and yes, inside your lungs. So how did we get here? Convenience, marketing, habit. We were sold a system that prioritized speed and smell over longevity and health. But here's the good news: it doesn't have to be this way. Because just across the Pacific, in the high-rises of Tokyo and the countryside homes of Kyoto, a quieter, smarter way of doing laundry has been thriving for decades. And once you see how it works, you'll never look at your washing machine the same again. Let's take a look. In Japan, laundry isn't a chore. It's a craft. While many Americans throw everything into the washer and press a button, Japanese households treat laundry with the same care they give to cooking rice or preparing tea. It's intentional, precise, rooted in generations of trial and error. Why? Because in Japan, clothes aren't disposable. They're honored. From school uniforms to business suits to family heirlooms, each garment is expected to last. And so the methods evolve to match that respect. It starts with how homes are built. Japanese apartments, though small, are designed with airflow and sun exposure in mind. Clothes are often dried indoors, but in grid formations that maximize air circulation and reduce wrinkles naturally. Water is used sparingly. Detergents are minimal, often replaced with natural alternatives. And instead of one-size-fits-all washing, loads are carefully sorted by fabric density, elasticity, and weave. Even laundry tools are elevated. Mesh bags in various shapes and densities, UV blocking nets for outdoor drying, natural oils to scent garments while preventing mold. But here's the real shift. Laundry isn't seen as maintenance. It's seen as preservation. And not just of the fabric, but of family, tradition, and peace of mind. This philosophy, the quiet discipline of caring for your clothes as you would a cherished belonging, is why Japanese garments look new after 50 washes, while ours often fade after 5. It's not magic, it's mindset. And in the next part, we'll dive into the first of 10 powerful techniques the Japanese use to make that mindset practical, starting with a simple bowl of salt water that can restore your black t-shirts like new. Have you ever looked at your favorite black t-shirt, once rich, deep, and bold, and wondered why it now looks more like tired gray than jet black? You're not alone. Across America, millions of garments fade too fast, not because of poor quality, but because of the way we wash them. But in Japan, they do something different, something simple, and strangely powerful. It's called the saltwater soak. In Tokyo, where school uniforms and office wear are predominantly black, fading isn't tolerated. It's engineered against. Instead of throwing faded clothes away or turning to store-bought dyes, Japanese homemakers use a time-tested method passed down through generations. Here's how it works. You dissolve half a cup of sea salt, not table salt, into 2 liters of cold water. Submerge your black clothes and let them soak for at least 3 hours, or overnight if they've lost significant pigment. Why sea salt? Because it contains magnesium and calcium ions, minerals that help bind loose dye particles back into the fabric through a gentle ion exchange. It's science, but it feels like magic. In fact, a 2023 study from Osaka Prefecture University found that this method restored 16% more color depth than Japan's top commercial black fabric dye. Think about that. A simple bowl of mineral water can outperform a $12 bottle of dye. But it's not just about color. This method also reverses the damage caused by harsh detergents, which often contain optical brighteners and high alkalinity agents that strip pigment out of clothes over time. And there's one more secret. After soaking, the Japanese don't throw these garments into a harsh dryer. They hang-dry them indoors, away from direct sunlight. Because UV rays don't just tan your skin, they break down dye molecules. That's why in Tokyo, laundromats often have UV-blocking glass panels built into their drying rooms. They know what we overlook. So before you toss that charcoal gray husk of a hoodie into the donate pile, give it one more chance. Soak it, dry it gently, and watch it come back to life. This isn't just laundry, it's restoration. It's textile CPR. Every night we lay our heads on pillows that have slowly, quietly given up. They start out fluffy, full of support, and one day, flat. Pancake flat. Lumpy. Lifeless. So what do most of us do? Toss them in the dryer with a tennis ball and hope for a miracle. But in Japan, the answer is simpler, quieter, and doesn't require a single watt of electricity. It's called the futon fluff technique, or tataki. Here's what it looks like. In the early morning, while the sun is still soft and low, Japanese homemakers hang their pillows outdoors, not in the harsh midday sun, but the gentle warmth of morning light. Then, using a bamboo beater, they rhythmically tap the surface of the pillow, rotating the angle every few seconds. This isn't random hitting, it's pressure patterning. The goal? To gently re-expand compressed fill, dislodge clumps, and revive loft without stressing the seams or melting the synthetic fibers, as a dryer often does. And it works. A 2024 study by the Tokyo Institute of Fabric Sciences found that this method restored up to 27% of original loft in synthetic pillows and 34% in cotton-filled ones, with zero heat damage. Why? Because the infrared warmth of morning sun softens moisture bonds. The tapping restores internal structure, and gravity helps reshape everything from the inside out. Even NASA uses a similar low-heat rhythmic method to re-expand memory foam used in long-term storage. Some households even place cedar planks beneath the pillows while drying, infusing them with a natural scent and deterring dust mites. No dryer, no tennis ball, just sunlight, rhythm, and a few minutes of gentle honesty with your bedding. The result? Pillows that feel new again, beds that look refreshed, and a rhythm that turns laundry into ritual. Because in Japan, a flat pillow isn't thrown away, it's revived. Imagine washing your dirtiest gym clothes with no soap, no scent, just water and air. Sounds like science fiction, right? In Japan, it's already happening. It's called microbubble washing, and it's being used in hospitals, neonatal units, and more recently, in everyday homes. Here's how it works. Microbubbles are tiny, less than 50 microns in size. When pressurized water is infused with air at high speed, these bubbles collapse. And when they do, they create microscopic jets of energy, powerful enough to lift oil, bacteria, and odor particles from deep within fabric weaves. No detergent, no scrubbing, no chemical residue. According to a 2025 report from the Japan Fabric Technology Institute, clothes washed using microbubble systems had 89% fewer odor markers than those cleaned with traditional soap and water. And it gets better. Because there's no leftover detergent, fabrics stay softer longer, no more buildup, no more skin irritation. In fact, Kyoto's pediatric hospitals have adopted microbubble machines for neonatal laundry because they eliminate soap-based allergens entirely. Brands like Toshiba and Aqua now sell compact units that connect directly to your sink. They use 40% less water and fit in apartments the size of your living room closet. But what's most striking isn't the science, it's the feeling. Clothes come out smelling like nothing, just clean, neutral, like fabric that's been gently restored, not stripped. And when you put them on, there's no residue, no lingering fake lavender, just softness, purity. In a world that's taught us to associate clean with fragrance, this Japanese innovation challenges everything we think we know. Because sometimes the cleanest laundry doesn't come from adding more, it comes from taking everything away. In Japan, laundry isn't about big machines or powerful detergents. It's about the details, the little things that add up, quietly, effectively, consistently. Let's start with the citrus acid rinse. You know that sour, stiff feeling your towels get after just a few uses? That's not just hard water. It's residue from detergent, fabric softener, and unbalanced pH. Japanese homemakers fix it with a single scoop of citric acid, not vinegar. Just 2 teaspoons of food-grade powder per 5 liters of water in the final rinse cycle. What does it do? It neutralizes leftover alkaline compounds that cause stiffness. It binds calcium and magnesium, the culprits behind crunchy towels. And it kills over 99% of bacteria found in damp laundry, according to a 2024 report from Shizuoka Institute of Water Chemistry. The result? Towels that feel like hotel linen, soft, fresh, and naturally clean. No fragrance, no harshness, just balance. Now zoom in further to the mesh bag system. In most Western homes, if you use a mesh bag at all, it's probably for delicates. In Japan, it's an art form. There are mesh bags for socks, for knits, for baby wear, for synthetic stretch fabrics, each with a different weave density, zipper direction, and shape, designed to reduce abrasion, control water flow, and extend the life of each garment. A 2025 study from Tokyo's Consumer Affairs Bureau found that households using multi-bag systems had 41% less fabric pilling, 23% lower thread fatigue, and nearly double the garment lifespan, especially for delicate and stretch fabrics. But it's not just about the bag, it's how you sort the laundry before you wash it. Instead of lights and darks, the Japanese sort by textile density, placing heavier fabrics at the bottom, lighter ones at the top. This density zoning ensures every layer gets the right level of mechanical action during the spin cycle. The principle is simple. Don't just protect your clothes, understand them. And that's the power of Japan's approach. It's not about buying more, it's about doing less with more care. 3 small actions: a citrus rinse, a proper mesh bag, a smarter load arrangement, each one subtle. Together, they transform your laundry routine from chaos to calibration. Dryers are loud, they're bulky, they suck energy. And worst of all, they slowly destroy your clothes. So what if there were a better way? In Japan, there is, and it's been hiding in plain sight. The indoor drying grid known as kakushibari. It's simple, elegant, and surprisingly scientific. Instead of tumbling clothes in heat, Japanese households hang them in structured grids, indoors. Shirts spaced 8 to 10 centimeters apart, rotated every few hours. Pants hung by the cuffs, towels stretched out flat. Why does this work? Because it uses vertical convection, a principle of thermodynamics. Warm air rises, cool air flows in from below. And with just the right spacing and symmetry, laundry dries up to 40% faster, without a single wrinkle. A 2025 study by Kyoto Textile Research Lab found that this method reduced the need for ironing by 82%, especially for cotton and poly blends. But it's more than science. It's intention. In the early morning hours, you'll find Japanese homes, big and small, quietly unfolding wooden or aluminum ceiling racks, hanging each garment like a living sculpture. Some add charcoal sachets to absorb humidity. Others place diatomaceous tiles underneath to balance moisture. And many avoid direct sun, knowing that UV rays fade color and weaken fibers. The result? Laundry that feels softer, smells fresher, and lasts longer, without chemicals, noise, or stress. But perhaps the most beautiful part? The act itself. There's a rhythm to it, a calmness, a sense that for these few minutes, you're not rushing through another chore. You're caring for your clothes, quietly, deliberately. Because in Japan, drying isn't the end of laundry. It's the culmination of everything that came before. Let me ask you something odd. When was the last time your laundry made you feel something? Not just the satisfaction of checking it off your to-do list, but a real sense of peace, of intention, of care? In Japan, laundry isn't just functional, it's ritual. And at the heart of that ritual is a tree, quiet, ancient, and sacred, Hinoki, or Japanese cypress. For centuries, Hinoki wood has been used in temples and hot springs. Its scent, earthy, crisp, slightly citrusy, carries a calming presence. And now, that same aroma is finding its way into Japanese washing machines. Just a few drops of pure Hinoki essential oil mixed into a rinse or softener tray does something extraordinary. It neutralizes odor without artificial fragrance. It fights mold and bacteria, naturally. And most surprisingly, it's been shown to lower stress levels during laundry based on cortisol readings in a 2024 Kyoto wellness study. Yes, you read that right. In Japan, laundry is being used as a form of self-care. Some households place Hinoki wood chips in their linen closets. Others hang tiny blocks near drying racks in humid months. Many use a final misting spray to infuse clothes with the calming scent before folding, because when you put on a shirt that smells like a quiet forest after rain, you start your day differently. And isn't that what laundry should do? Not just clean your clothes, but cleanse your space, reset your senses, and restore a little calm to your daily rhythm. So if your laundry routine feels rushed, sterile, or mechanical, it doesn't have to. All it takes is 5 drops, 1 cycle, and a small shift in intention. Because in Japan, they don't just wash their clothes, they honor them. And once you've felt that difference, you'll never go back. Try just one of these Japanese laundry techniques this week, just one, and see if your towels don't feel softer, your shirts don't smell gentler, your mornings don't feel calmer, because sometimes it's not about doing more, it's about doing different, and your clothes and your spirit will thank you.